Rian Johnson is a great filmmaker.
Boo this man!
Hear me out! Nearly every film Rian Johnson has made is nothing short of fantastic. Brick is an incredibly underrated film and was a great feature film debut straight out of the gate. Then came Looper, which is by far and away one of my all-time favorite sci-fi movies. Johnson also directed several episodes of Breaking Bad, including one of my top 3 all-time favorite episodes of television, Ozymandias.
You're goddamn right.
Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room. The Last Jedi.
Here are my top 10 reasons why The Last Jedi is cinematic cancer. Number 10. Leia uses the Force to escape? How dare she? Number 9. Luke should have taken out the entire First Order by himself. Number 8. There's a total lack of white heroes. Number 7. There's no gravity in space. Number 6. Puppet Yoda. Number 5. Holdo should bow down to Poe Dameron. Number 4. Rose Tico should lose 60 pounds. Number 3. Rey is a Mary Sue. Number 2. Rey doesn't wear a hot slave outfit, and Daisy Ridley blocked me on Twitter. And my number 1 reason I hate The Last Jedi is Lucasfilm rejected my totally original character, Lucas Ladykiller, who uses a black lightsaber and has light and dark side powers and fucks every girl in the galaxy, including Rey. That doesn't make me a Mary Sue. I'm a guy. I can't be a Mary Sue. No, Mom. I'm poning the SJWs. Stay tuned for my next video in which I talk about why Loquisha is a cinematic masterpiece the SJWs are censoring.
Sorry, I don't know how that douchebag hijacked my feed. The Last Jedi has flaws, but he did not deserve the absolute vile hatred he got from that film. Johnson wanted to take risks with this Star Wars movie. Some of those risks worked, and some didn't. I've grown to like this film on multiple viewings. It's actually a very interesting thing that his weakest film is a Star Wars movie, because I think Johnson's wheelhouse is crafting original films and characters. Honestly, I'd love to see the proposed Star Wars trilogy of Johnson's where he gets carte blanche to create entirely new characters and worlds.
Shut the fuck up, you Disney shill! Rian Johnson is cinematic cancer because he didn't make Rey a Kenobi. Now, Hellboy 2019, that is a masterpiece. Because there's boobies and blood and gore and Hellboy cusses.
Thank God.
Could you please shut the fuck up, asshole?
I'm going to review this as quickly as possible because there are a lot of things in this film that even if I stay vague about it, I feel as if I would spoil the film for you. And I want to get this out before it hits theaters. Knives Out sees Rian Johnson return to doing modern-day, old-timey mysteries. Brick was a modern-day film noir, and now Knives Out is a modern-day Agatha Christie novel. Johnson absolutely nails the aesthetic that he is going for. I even love the little detail choices he makes in this film, such as an episode of Murder, She Wrote that plays in Spanish in the background. Even right down to using font styles that felt at home with the Lawrence Sanders novels my mom would read when I was younger. This is basically the recent Murder on the Orient Express film adaptation, but way better. Another thing I love about this film is that it feels like a good play. The dialogue is witty and sharp, all while adding layers to the ongoing mystery at hand. The film tells the story of Harlan Thrombey, an incredibly successful mystery novelist who apparently committed suicide on the day of his 85th birthday. His eccentric family is being interrogated by Benoit Blanc, who is essentially a Southern fried Hercule Poirot, and 2 other detectives. The ensemble film is making a comeback in a huge way. It's hard to talk about acting in a film like this because every actor brings their A game to the table. The standout performances, however, begin with Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc, who absolutely nails this role with this incredibly awesome foghorn leghorn but suave accent. Another absolute standout is Toni Collette, who plays a middle-aged basic white girl who runs a goop-ass site called Flam. I won't be surprised if the Academy gives her a pity nomination to make up for their idiotic snub of her work in Hereditary. I'm glad Jamie Lee Curtis is getting a long overdue renaissance because she is great in this film as the eldest daughter of Harlan Fromby. The heart of this film, though, is Ana de Armas' character, a nurse who was the last person to see Fromby alive. Her character has a particular quirk that is genuinely interesting, and this is absolutely 100% a star-making role for Ana de Armas. And I'm pretty sure I pronounced that name wrong. I hope I didn't. Knives Out isn't a perfect movie. This is a film that easily could have had 20 minutes cut out of it. Personally, I felt that Johnson tended to overwrite this film because subtlety is not something he wears well. After a particular character shows up, it just gets a little convoluted. As the events unfold, it just gets to a point where you say,
Back it up. What that up, B?
I don't think I'm going to change the mind of someone who passionately hates The Last Jedi and is going to trash Knives Out just to be petty. But while it did have pacing issues, I was never bored by this movie. It is a film that is at times genuinely hilarious, thrilling, and compelling all at the same time. Each actor comes together and makes this film work. Even though I felt Bad Times at the El Royale was a little better, Rian Johnson is a genuinely great filmmaker, and I always look forward to his work. Knives Out deserves a 4 out of 5. Be sure to like, comment, share, spread the word on New Realms Media. Follow me on all my socials at New Realms Media. And until then, I'll see you next time.